They take a lunch break at 1, and they go and take a nap, and they wake up at like 4:30, and they open up their stores again, and everything opens up. They go back to work at 5. And so there's kind of like a...
So they kind of have 2 work periods
4
during
to
the day?
5 hour break, yeah. So they work from usually, seems like 9 in the morning until the siesta. 8 or 9 in the morning until the siesta. And then they work from like 5 to 10 or 6 to 10. Sometimes to 9, depends. But around there, yeah. So they have like kind of 2 work periods.
Okay. So food-wise, would you say that people have enough to eat or less than enough to eat, or is it healthy? Like,
No, I think they have a good amount to eat.
even if you're poor? If you're poor?
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of why they're poor. Not because, like I said, they kind of live day to day. So, like, they get a paycheck, they go and buy a bunch of food, and that's one of the big things that they spend their money on is food.
Mm-hmm.
They eat a lot of meat. They eat a lot of pasta.
Oh yeah, because you're like.
So I don't know if that's necessarily healthy. Eat a lot of pasta. So, yeah, I think everyone, for the most part, people have enough to eat.
And like clean water?
Clean water sometimes is a problem. That is a problem down there. They don't have too much clean water, depending on where you live, depending on the city where you live. Sometimes they'll have cities with cleaner water, especially if you move closer to the Andes on the west side.
Uh-huh.
But on the eastern side in the bigger cities, or in some of the cities, then there's, really dirty water, contaminated water.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't be drinking.
And I guess kind of talking about, I don't know, forests or mountains or whatever, does Argentina have resources in their country that they use or that they sell to other countries? Do you know of? Are they rich in any?
They do, and I think they're trying to move more toward that of being more like independent.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a lot of cattle. They sell a lot of beef. They export a lot of beef. They export a lot of wheat. They have some fruits. I know in a place where I served, they exported a lot of kiwi.
Cool.
And sheep. A lot of sheep. But the big thing that they export is definitely beef. It's a big Argentine. Yeah.
Cool.
Big product there.
So they do have resources and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay, that's cool. Cool. I guess one of the last questions I have is kind of about globalization and globalization's effect on Argentina. How has the world, like China, America, how has the world as a total affected or impacted Argentina?
I think the world, especially in Argentina, the world has had a huge impact on Argentina because it's very diverse in its culture, I guess you could say, relative to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
You get something here in the United States, it's called the melting pot,
Yeah.
where you get people from all different cultures coming here, but you don't really find that in too many other countries. They have their own culture, they've lived there for a long time. I don't know, and yeah, that's how it is. But Argentina, I know after World War II there were a lot of Germans that immigrated there, and I know it's a place where a lot of people from a lot of different cultures have immigrated. A lot of Chinese go there to build supermarkets and stuff like that. Or I don't know, people from a lot of different cultures will go there, and so you get a lot of mixes of cultures in Argentina, so it's had a huge impact. Every time there's usually something major in the world, then it kind of has an impact on Argentina.
That's interesting. That's cool. One of the other questions I thought of is maybe war or peace or conflicts. Have there been any kind of revolutions or stuff that happened like that in Argentina's past? Were they colonized and then broke free? Or?
Yeah, they were they were under the rule of Spain, and they broke free, and they haven't had too many wars. They broke free in the early 1800s. I think 1806 is when they received their independence from Spain. And they didn't have very many wars. Some of their recent wars were in, I think, the 80s. I want to say 70s or 80s. Then they had
Was it a civil war?
No,
or with...
it was with England.
Huh.
And it was over an island. They're called the Falkland Islands. Well, they're known as the Falkland Islands to England, but to Argentina, they're known as the Malvinas Islands. And so the Argentines thought that the islands were theirs, and the English thought that the islands were theirs, and so they had a war over it. Apparently there's a lot of petroleum there.
Aha.
And so they both kind of wanted that. As far as I could tell, I think technically they were England's, because England bought them from Spain before Argentina became independent of Spain, before they revolutionized themselves. So they were already England's before Argentina even existed.
Did the people there speak
For sure.
Spanish, or did they consider themselves more English, or...
They speak Spanish.
So is it a part of Argentina?
Oh, on the islands?
Yeah.
No, on the islands it's purely English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nobody that really speaks Spanish there, so...
So it currently belongs to England?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The English won that war also over the islands. So, yeah. There's not many people that live there anyways. A lot of penguins and some Englishmen. And some other conflicts. They had conflicts over... There was a dictator. Well, he was kind of like a warlord. He was a general, I believe, in their army, and he kind of took over the government and did some terrible things. A lot of people went missing, and he kind of, yeah, it was a military-run government for a while, and then they ended up throwing him in prison for war crimes and stuff like that, and started back with the presidents and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't think there have been too many conflicts.
Okay. So generally kind of mostly a peaceful country
Yeah,
for the most part?
yeah.
Okay.
They haven't been in any major conflicts like world wars or anything like that.
Okay. And I guess sports-wise, do people play sports? Are they active? Do they support teams or anything?
Yeah. The Argentines love soccer a lot. They kind of live and breathe soccer. The best soccer player in the world right now, which is Messi, is from Argentina. I don't know if he's still officially the best, but for a while there he was.
Some people say it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Some say, but they're wrong. Anyway, so Messi, he's from Argentina. So the Argentine are very, very proud of that. They love soccer.
Does he currently play for the team of Argentina?
He does. So he'll be playing in the World Cup this year.
Okay, wow.
And they have a couple other really good players. They really, really love soccer a lot. And they're also good at some other sports. They're pretty good at basketball. I think a couple Olympics ago they beat the United States at basketball.
Really?
Yep. And they don't want to let us forget it.
Wow. Oh, man.
They have some players up here in the United States that play for American teams.
So they're really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they like basketball and field hockey. I don't know why, but they're really good at field hockey. And also polo. That's like a rich person sport there,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently it's fairly popular. And rugby. They're really good at rugby.
And
Those
now,
are the major sports.
Almost.
Okay.
It's getting to be that time.
Are there any other facts you think we should know about Argentina, or any other experiences, thoughts, or insights?
It's very diverse in the geography, which is really cool. They have a lot of big mountains. The largest mountain in all of the American continents is in Argentina, the Aconcagua.
How high is it?
It's really high. It's like, I can't remember exactly how high, but it's big. One of the 7 wonders of the world is in Argentina. It's the Iguazu Falls. Yeah, they have desert, they have plains, they have mountains, they have jungle, they have frozen Iceland places. With
Doesn't
penguins.
Argentina claim kind of part of Antarctica or
They
something?
do claim part of Antarctica.
Is there
I
a
don't
reason
know if
for
the
that?
world recognizes that
Oh.
or not, but
Argentina does.
they do. On all of their maps, they claim that little island, the Malvinas Island, and they also claim part of Antarctica. I heard that nobody else really recognizes that. It's like the Antarctica thing,
Mm-hmm.
but they sure do.
That's funny. Do people live there, or is it
No.
mostly? Oh, interesting.
Nobody lives there. Yep. They claim they have the most southern part of the world. The most southern country in the world.
That's cool.
Yep.
Argentina.
Argentina.
There is Argentina for you folks. We learned a little bit about the culture, the way people live their daily lives, their work, how they eat, their sports, their leisure time. We learned a little bit about everything. So, round of applause and a big thank you to our Lynette. Yay! And hopefully you'll check out the rest of this website and everything. Check out some more facts about Argentina. So, signing off.